For all you dairy lovers, we must understand that it has its effect on the cardiovascular and respiratory system. The respiratory system is most important because respiration is breathing. As we eat dairy product, it builds up mucus in the lung. The mucus of the dairy product is literally the snot. Dairy has a lot of blood and pus. Dairy also in the cheese has morphine. But when we look at the cheese, many binders are terrible to the body and to the lungs. Dairy is binded with rennet, and rennet is the intestines of the pig. You can call it chitlin. It builds up mucus in the lungs. Dairy also has a problem with asthma, bronchitis. It has a problem with causing many respiratory problems, colds and fevers and flus, but with the steroid growth hormones and antibiotics, it can cause the problem with the adenoids. It can cause acute appendicitis. It can cause gallbladder attacks. Friends, the bronchus and the bronchiole is most important for expanding and releasing. But when the pus and the mucus from the dairy product block the sacs here, the lungs cannot open completely, and the person has many different problems. As we look at the lungs have a great stress on the heart when it's not performing correctly. Dairy products, we can go into a whole systematic effect of dairy products, but we will stay with the lungs today. We look at the nose. What does dairy product do to the nose? It causes congestion, sinus congestion. It causes mucus to come out of the nose. And people wonder where the mucus came from. It is the animal snot that's coming out of the lungs and up through the nose. When we look at the esophagus and the vocal cord, that can be affected by dairy products. We look at the trachea. The trachea can be affected by the mucus in the dairy product. As we look at even the minute areas of the lungs, alveoli, can be affected. Friends, as we look at dairy products are not fit for human consumption, especially cheese, cottage cheese, yogurt, ice cream, butter, and milk. Friends, try a natural milk. Try the milk that's organic, which is the soy milk, the rice milk, the almond milk, not the animal milk. If the milk has a mother, don't eat it. If it comes from a cow, if it comes from a goat, if it comes from an animal, don't eat it. And I say, feed your children mommy milk. Ladies, don't feed them animal milk. It makes them grow like animals and produce like animals. It's extremely high in protein. As we look at the lungs and the respiratory system, let us back away from the consumption of dairy products. It will save the respiratory system, and it will save the bronchial system. It will save the eyes, because dairy products causes cataracts. Dairy product also causes deafness, but we'll get into that later. Let us consider to live instead of existing. Let us remove dairy products from our diet. Friends, God wants to heal us, but He cannot heal us until we make a decision to change our nutritional plan. This will allow him to heal and restore us. But you must make the last choice.